Beekeepers, sometimes it's too late. I have queen cells that are due to have virgin queens come out, and it's been kind of cool. When it's warm, you can subtract a day. So I didn't really think it was that warm, but it's up against my garage, the south wall of my garage. And yesterday was rainy and cloudy, and I really wanted to go out yesterday, but even though my hives are underneath the roof, I didn't really have enough sunshine to see what I was doing. It wasn't really warm enough. So I'm going through today, and I started with the colonies. I made notes 5 days after I did my splits. I tried to do splits at a separate time, but it didn't work out. Ended up with no queen cells. So I have to consider all these colonies here on the same day, because I went through and I made sure every hive had a frame of brood and eggs. And then I took my queens out of my queen right colonies and I moved them to the last few frames that I did that day that didn't have any eggs. There was nothing I can do for a mating nuke. So these three right here have the queens. I only have 3 queens out of 5 colonies, but I ended up with 23 colonies. So what I'm finding right now is I started with the colonies that had a lot of queen cells. I was hoping to get in there and save some virgin queens. I was going to put them in a container and hold on to them, and then when I got to the ones that didn't have hardly any queen cells, if I found no virgin queen, I probably would have opened the queen cell just to check and see what was going on and put that virgin queen in. But I haven't found any virgin queens yet. That's unfortunate. Yesterday would have been the day to be out here, but the weather wasn't right. So let me pause. I'm currently at, it's important to take good notes. I'm currently at 71. And on May 29th, that had 4 closed queen cells. CQC, closed queen cells. 4 closed queen cells. So 5 days after a split, that's kind of early, but there were no other, see what this X here represents? If there are closed queen cells and open queen cells, I go through and I destroy the closed queen cells and hope that the bees will continue with open queen cells to make sure I get a good virgin queen. I don't want an immature virgin queen that was started too late. So let me check 71 over here. And yes, I am using smoke because the bees are really ornery when they don't have a queen that's laying. There's 71 right there. Let me pause. All right, when I did my splits, I was never really sure how many bees were going to stay in that hive. But this one here, you see my insulated fillers that nobody else in the world uses? I can turn a regular hive deep into a mating nuke. And then when I need to add frames, I just take one of these out and I add 2 frames and make it a 7 frame. This one right here needs 2 frames. A lot of my colonies, if they don't have room, they start building up through this entrance here in the inner cover. So I'm going to pause. I'm going to take this insulated filler. I choose the one with the fewest amount of bees. I'm going to take this one out. I'm going to go get a couple frames. I'm going to set those frames here. I'm going to move these frames over. That's the other thing about my method versus the people that use the actual mating nukes. I can slide frames over after I move that insulated filler. I don't have to worry about killing a virgin queen or a laying queen to see if there's a laying queen in there, because I don't have enough room to slide frames over. When you pick out a frame, there's always that chance you're going to squish that queen. But when you're sliding the frame over very carefully, you're less likely to kill that frame. Are you guys really that stupid? Apparently you are. All right, I got 2 frames. One with a little bit of it built on the foundation, and the other one just nothing on it, no comb. So that's good. I'm melting down wax on my older frames. I'll show a video about that pretty soon. But anyway, okay, I've moved frames over. I'm gonna risk. See, I'm not wearing gloves. I wear gloves, I drop frames. I do get stung on the fingers once in a while, but if you can't handle being stung, you shouldn't be a beekeeper. I'm looking for queen cells. If I see queen cells in here that aren't opened, there's the virgin queen. Right there. Wait a minute. Let me find her again. Oh, she's the fastest bee in the hive. Right there she is, and it's hard to get the frame in the right place for the camera. Okay, I know this one has a virgin queen. She's not exactly the biggest virgin queen, but She could be a little bit immature, I don't know. But anyway, I do 50% on my queens and my mating flights and stuff, so even if she's not a really good queen, chances of her getting mated and surviving are pretty slim anyway. Until I find extra virgin queens, we're going to leave her in there. Alright. But you never know. She might turn out to be one of my best laying queens, but we'll see. So I carefully move the frames over. There's nothing on that one, so I'll go ahead and I'll put those back in and we'll do this. Alright, and then I tap this. This gets put back in my shed. Okay? And then I write down in my notebook that this right here is a virgin queen. It's as simple as that. I've got a few more to do, and today's a nice day to do it. So that's it for today, for you anyway. Thank you.